Hello, my name is Tristan Murphy. I'm the interior lead designer for the 2016 Camaro interior. Walking through a couple key points what we were trying to think on the interior. The big thing we wanted to do was keep a nice, open, spacious, low interior in here. The last one felt very kind of cramped and very high. So what we did was by placing the vents low on the console, we were able to keep this top of the dash as extremely low. If you would imagine packaging vents above this whole surface would have came up and been this much higher across the whole interior. So we really want to make sure that once that was low, it gave you low sight lines. We also packaged the shapes of the IP really deep into the door. So again, you basically have a really wide, you can see it especially on that side there, a really wide and low interior space. And that helped get that whole perception of spaciousness and openness in an interior here. The other thing we really wanted to focus on was this driver-focused console. By eliminating the handbrake, we were able to push the cups as far over to the right, extend an armrest to the driver, and really celebrate the manual transmission. That was something we thought was really important and really something special for this car. The other thing is the ambient lighting you can see in here. And buried in the real aluminum trim here, you've got 24 different colors that you can choose from for driving modes. And then when you're in a stationary park mode, you can have this light show where it kind of cycles through all the different colors and all these different transitions, just as kind of a show-off mode through there. But I think in general, we want to do a very clean, very modern, high-tech sports car interior with, muscle car hints along the way.
Imthishan here from Motor Middle East, and I'm taking the first drive of the Chevrolet Camaro. This is a V6 version. This is like 335 brake horsepower version. Wow, I'm just totally failing to get my seatbelt on here. We're at Belle Isle in Detroit. This is the first time I've sat in this car. This is literally the first time I sit in this car. I'm feeling this interior and what it's like to drive. I'm going to see if I can get this thing out there. The speed limit's only 25, so we're not going to be able to do much in the way of action shots. So I'm just going to drive out there and see what I get. Alrighty, first impressions. Oh, steering's nice. Steering's got a bit more weight to it. It's electric now, but steering's definitely better. It's got some stuff happening here. I like the way of the gauges. I can actually see the gauges now. The dashboard's a little bit lower. I'm just gonna go up to the guy. He's gonna point me out. So hold on a second.
The Camaro that's behind the blue Bolt.
Oh, good. Then we're going out on the Belle Isle course. We're at 25 miles per hour, so I have no idea if this car can actually go or not. So the ride's nice. Definitely the ride's impressively well composed. I mean, they've got some rutted surfaces here, so I don't know if they left them there or just Belle Isle is a piece of shit, to be honest. 25 miles per hour and I'm out of the track, whatever the course is. This is a really beautiful place. I wish I didn't have to drive around. I could just walk around. So we're going around at 25 miles per hour and I'm already over the speed limit. Oops, shouldn't have said that on camera. They've got spotters everywhere to keep an eye on us in case we misbehave due to some other previous online journalist crashing out at Belle Isle. So what have we got? A nice steering. Sound ending's not too bad. As you can hear, it's pretty decent in here. Seat's comfortable. I mean, I really haven't got too much to complain about. The view out the front is good. It's a classic muscle car. This is of course the V6, so we don't get that nice rumble. But it feels poised. I just wish I could drive it quickly, which I can't. You see, the slightest, even with this car, you can pretty much go over 25 very quickly. Does it feel like a muscle car? It feels like a very, very nice sports coupe. I'm not going to say muscle car just yet because I'm not driving the V8 and we won't get to drive it for a good long time, but it doesn't feel like a muscle car. It feels more like a sports car in this V6, in this application. This is the automatic and it's completely unobtrusive, obviously, to drive. The gearbox is, well, it's barely getting out of bed at 25 miles per hour. It feels wieldy. I mean, just one turn of the corner, you can immediately feel that this car is a lot more stiff, a lot more rigid. You can feel that things have been definitely tightened down. And it doesn't have that old Camaro bugbear of feeling really big. The Camaro used to feel just vast. It was a huge car. Because there was a sedan, a Zeta-based saloon underneath. But now, Now I'm going to say it definitely shrunk down. I think of the muscle cars, it's potentially the most track ready, even in this very, very slow conditions. The car really feels like it wants to have a bit of fun. I'm following a Malibu, and Malibu guy is totally following the speed limit. He's not going to get thrown out today. I'm almost wishing I could get thrown out just to get some speed going. Not sure about this screen here. It's really nice, it's really crisp, it's really high quality. However, it's tilted down, so it's there's somebody here who's going to see it. This is nice. This material is nice. I got a nice place. If I had a manual gearbox, this car I think would be fantastical, because it would just, the control surfaces, the relation to where I'm sitting, they're all really nice. I mean, it's just you're instantly comfortable and instantly familiar with this car. There's less of the retroness, there's less of the artifice that the old car had. This is just a more ready to go, out of the box, world-class car. So, and that's all I can tell you in 25 miles per hour around here. But I've enjoyed it. I can't wait to, I mean, this is only a first drive, right? So can't complain too much. I'll wait to see how the car will be in the future. Alrighty, well, thanks for watching. Okay, now we're back in the Camaro, this time with a manual gearbox, as God would have intended, I like to think. Let's find out if the V6 manual is better than the automatic. Hopefully we won't bump into the next guy. Alright, let's head out. Okay, the clutch is nice and light, as you'd expect from a commuter car. Let's see, we're going to go up to the front again and get up to our 25 mile per hour racetrack. So let's see how it is. I don't think we'll be able to get out of third gear here, but okay. Oh, it's so easy to drive. I mean, I never understood the people who complain that manual is difficult, because this car is just so easy. Oh, somebody at Chevy's thought about the relationship between the pedals, the seat, you know, your head, your ass, and the gear stick. It all just works together really nicely. I can't really complain. The gearbox action is a little springy and a little sort of vague on the center, but you know, it's livable. I mean, you're going to be driving this every day at the racetrack. Obviously, there'll be a different gearbox for when we go to the V8s. But this one's quite nice. The gear lever is a nice shape, so it's easy to grip and hold, unlike the previous gen, which was, as we all know, a bit of an acquired taste, although I didn't mind it so much. Let's see. This car is tidy, you know, it feels... Oh, can you hear that nice little wah from the gearbox? You know, it's just... it's actually kind of a sporty car. You are taking go a bit faster, which I can't. Need to play with these steering modes, but... No, it's on sport, just leave it there. It's like in tour. It's got magnetic ride control, these cars, so they have that wonderful GM dampers that basically just adapt to any situation, anytime, anywhere. It's pretty quick to switch between the modes. Oh, that was traction control off. Naughty, naughty, shouldn't do that. It's such a shame that most of the people watching this will never buy a Camaro with a manual gearbox, and they'll all just buy automatics, because you don't know what you're missing. I mean, you're so much more connected to the car when you have a manual. Like, I wouldn't order it any other way. Even though the automatic's actually not bad. I mean, the 8-speed, granted, we've only been through gears 1, 2, and 3 here. Pulls from walking pace in third, pulls quite nicely. They've definitely done something to this V6, but this V6 isn't as flavorless as the previous V6, the 3.6. This is a lot better. I think for the price they're offering, a lot of people actually really going to enjoy this car. It's sort of a sporty car, an alternative to an 86 or a BRZ. It feels a lot more fruity and does that wonderful ATS goodness. Being flagged over, let my good friend Richie take over. Alright, well, thanks for watching. And that's enough Camaro for now. Let's go find something else.